who came down into the hood, and he picked me up, and he brought me to the palace, and he said, and since he did it for me, I think I'm gonna do it for somebody else. There is a place where we have to mature and remember that somebody picked you up. You were dirty and disgusting, but somebody cleaned you up, and there was something on your life that made them reject you, but God sent somebody your way to help deliver your life, and because he did it for you, you gotta do it for somebody. Goes, picks up Mephibosheth, upset, angry. The challenge is he can't even walk to the car, which means gotta roll up my sleeves. I gotta get down to where he is, and I gotta help. The floor ain't been clean in months, but I got, says I gotta go down to where he is. I gotta pick him up, and not only do I have to pick him up, but I gotta carry him into the car. When we get to our destination, say I gotta carry him from the car into. All my friends counted me because they say, look at what David made you do. I would have never done that. Isn't it amazing that everybody else has commentary on your situation? They always have something to say about what you got to do. Mephibosheth comes in the house. David says, I've been waiting for you. Says, I sent for you. I know you think I forgot about you. No, it took me a long time to get to you, but I'm so glad you held on in there, because I never forgot about you. Says Mephibosheth begins to fall on his face and to worship. And then this is what we have to be very careful with, and this is where I want to park and talk to our young people at. He says, why would you need me? Says, I'm as good to you as a dead dog. Mephibosheth begins to deal with an internal conflict. Says, I shouldn't be here. Everyone else can walk, but I'm struggling with my disability. Everyone else can go where they want to go, but I'm struggling with this issue. Says, the challenging thing about this is I probably could deal with it if I was born this way. Said I probably would be more comfortable if this was the way I always acted. But he says, my nurse who was trying to help me dropped me, and when she dropped me, I became paralyzed in both, not one, but both of my feet. Can I tell you, the challenge that you're dealing with right now is not something that you were born with, but you were held by somebody who could not handle you, and you were held by somebody who couldn't deal with you, and you were in a relationship with somebody who didn't know who you really were, and there was a parent who never watched you, and your babysitter held you, and this issue, I wasn't born. I'm dealing with something I got from somebody in in this season, we're dealing with a young people who are struggling with issues because somebody who held them coming into church acting crazy is not their fault, but somebody held them and dropped. And they're struggling with a disability that's trying to get in the way of their destiny. God, how could you choose me with this issue? God, how could you call my name and I got this problem? God, why me? Everybody else can walk. They're not dealing with what I'm dealing with. But why me? God is not dealing with your weakness. He's not concerned about your disability. He's not worried about your problem, but he's trying to get you to your promise. He's saying this issue has tried to cripple you from getting to the place I've designed for you. And if you keep on worrying about the disability, you'll disqualify yourself. He said, I never disqualified you, but you start running the race because you disqualified. He says, Mephibosheth, get up off of your feet. Stop talking all of this craziness. He says, the reality is before I called you, I already knew. He says, your haters told me about your problem before they ever left the palace. Can I tell you something? You're worrying about an issue God already knew about before he called your name. Saying you worry about something I'm not even concerned about. He says, pick them up and put them at the table. Can I deal with something just for a moment? There's a difference between a table and a dinner table. Trust me, I'm an expert in it. You can tell a dinner table because there will always be a linen cloth